Franklin's Soapbox Derby. Franklin can tie his shoes, Franklin can count by twos, and Franklin thinks he can win the Soapbox Derby. All Franklin has to do is build a soapbox car. One day, Franklin and his friends went to the toy store. They saw a poster in the window. Kids, enter your team in the Soapbox Derby. Win prizes. Everyone went into the store. What's a soapbox derby? Asked Franklin. Long ago, soap came in big wooden boxes, said Mr. Rabbit. Kids put wheels on the boxes and raced them. That sounds fun, said Franklin. But nowadays, you have to build your own soapbox, said Mr. Rabbit. Everyone hurried to sign up. Franklin and Bear left the toy store. Do you know how to build a soapbox car? Asked Bear. No, said Franklin, but it's just a box with wheels. How hard can it be? Franklin and Bear went into Franklin's shed. They found a pile of wood. They found nails and a hammer. Soon they had a box. It was higher on one side than on the other side. It was lower on one end than on the other end. See, Bear, said Franklin, it wasn't hard at all. Franklin and Bear went to Bear's shed. They found a buggy wheel and a bicycle wheel. They found 2 wheels from a shopping cart. Soon they had a car. It leaned a little to the left. It tilted a little to the back. It's perfect, said Franklin. Almost, said Bear. Bear took the big wheel off his sister's tricycle. Here's our steering wheel, he said. Beatrice won't mind. Now it's perfect, said Franklin. Franklin and Bear ran off to play, but no one was at the park. I guess they're still building their cars, said Franklin. What's taking them so long? Asked Bear. We're faster, said Franklin, just like our car. Franklin and Bear headed home. On the way, they saw Jack Rabbit. We signed up for the Derby, said Franklin. We want to win the race, said Bear. Maybe you'll win another prize, said Jack. What do you mean? Asked Franklin. My dad gives a prize for the biggest car, said Jack, and he gives a prize for the fanciest car, too. Said Franklin. Let's get back to work, Bear. Maybe we can win all the prizes. Soon it was Soapbox Derby Day. Franklin and Bear pushed and pulled their car up the hill. They looked at the other cars. They weren't very big. They weren't very fancy. But none of them leaned and none of them tilted. Uh-oh, said Bear. Mr. Rabbit called everyone to the start line. Then he shouted, on your mark, get set, go. Everyone pushed off. Franklin and Bear did not move. Bear hopped out and pushed and pushed and pushed. Franklin hopped out and pushed and pushed and pushed. The car took off. The car zigzagged down the hill. It bumped into Beaver's car. It bumped into Rabbit's car. It bumped into a tree. Bump, 1 wheel flew off. Bump, bump, 2 more wheels flew off. The car bumped across the finish line. Franklin and Bear ran after their car. We won, cried Franklin. Sorry, said Mr. Rabbit, you have to be in your car to win. Oh, said Franklin. Franklin and Bear looked at their broken car. Our car isn't the biggest anymore, said Franklin, and it isn't the fanciest anymore, said Bear. But then Franklin had an idea. Mr. Rabbit, said Franklin, you should give out 1 more prize. Really, said Mr. Rabbit. Yes, said Franklin, you should give out a prize for the best. Bumper car.